Luigi Mangione denied bail. Many people are sympathizing.
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tua and spit on that thing. You get me? So after I saw Michael Saylor speak at the Bitcoin conference, I have decided to start putting some money into crypto.
Insult the intelligence of the American people.
My Hawk meme coin is live!
He is no hero.
Yeah, guys, I'm just here to have fun. I don't really have a full head wrapped around this whole thing, but I'm figuring it out every day, and I'm here for the long term. Yeah, I'm doing the best I can. Thank you. Do you do anything with crypto?
Yeah, I do a lot with crypto, actually. I've got a shit ton of Bitcoin and Ethereum.
This is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
Mamma mia, I love a pizzeria. Pizza, pizza, pizza for me. 1 pizza, 2 pizza, 3 pizza, 4. I love pizza.
Morning, folks. Welcome to the Joey Show. I'm Joey Avery. Mamma mia, pizzeria. We have our most delicious episode yet. This is unbelievable. I did not know how we were going to top such a story as important to the fabric of the Joey Show as last week's episode, Hunter Biden's Adult Disneyland. But here we have a crossroads, I think, for the entire American capitalist system. And it is because of two people and two people only, the two most important people in the world this week. Love them or hate them, villains or heroes, depending on how you see things. It is Mamma Mia, Luigi Mangione and the Hawk Tua girl. I mean, the things that are going on right now, we are having a reckoning in the country with our healthcare system, with profit motive, with currency, what currency means, crypto, with Hawk spitting on that thing, and with Luigi Mangione. When you're here, your family, the Olive Garden murderer. I don't even know where to begin this week. I know everyone is talking about this. I have not seen the internet light up about a story like this in a very long time. And by the speed of the internet, I mean probably 12 days. I don't even remember what it was before. I don't remember things. Will we remember this forever, or will we forget very soon? I'll tell you what is going to keep it in the story. My man's delicious, delicious abs. You can't walk around thirst trapping. I mean, he is, again, we do not condone murder on this program. Okay? But he's doing it. He's kind of got a bit of a Dexter vibe going on. And a lot of people are saying, hey, what he did makes sense to us. And that was already the case. And then we find out who this man is. And what are we treated to? But a delicious, delicious six-pack. And his main social media profile being his Goodreads account. Hey, Luigi, save some pussy for the rest of us, dude. You can't just walk around this planet making women expect the average man to be shrouded, hot, have a sense of justice, potentially misguided, depending on where you stand on the issue, and be well-read. That's too many things to put on the modern man. You have people on Twitter right now who can't even type because they've been flicking the bean for so long. They're getting carpal tunnel in their fingers. Their fingers are slipping off of the keyboard because everyone wants to cradle his too spicy meatball. I think the fact that he's Italian is really adding a lot to this story. There's a level of accepted racism towards Italians. I'm not justifying it. I'm simply engaging in it. That's what we do. Look, I'm not the arbiter of all things, what we're allowed to say, what we're allowed to have fun with, what we're allowed to goof on. I can't discuss all of that. I just will do it because it seems to be okay now. Mamma mia. But he's here, and I think this story is going to take a lot of twists and turns. You saw him, maybe you did, maybe you didn't. You saw him walked into the courthouse. He had a bit of a moment. I will play that moment here.
That's completely out of touch and an insult to the intelligence of the American people and the lived experience.
So that's where you start going, hey, either it's possible that my friend here is innocent, or he might be having a bit of a hard time. Reports are that he had become estranged from his family. His back surgery had really pissed him off. I get it. When I have gas, I get pissy. Okay, imagine having a chronic back pain. You'd be like, burn the fucking system down. And I think that's maybe what happened to him. Stayed hot, though. I don't know. Kind of stayed active. Kind of stayed looking good. Made a critical mistake. Had gotten out of New York. People did not know who he was. They spotted him with a laptop at a McDonald's. Brother, I'm all good with a nice little trip to McDiesel's. I enjoy a nice trip to McDiesel's. And he may not like this, I had so much fun at McDonald's one time, I said, I'm buying that stock because it's not going anywhere. Till I found out they were fucking rats. That's not the point. He was at a McDonald's with a laptop. You're getting caught. You're getting caught. No one goes to McDonald's to hammer out some work, fuckface. What year do you think this is? You're pretending to be in tune with the fact that America is some sort of capitalist hellscape. Meanwhile, you're hanging at McDonald's on the laptop asking for the Wi-Fi. What did you go up to the McDonald's? Hey, can I have the Wi-Fi? The Wi-Fi? You're just going to get work done at a public McDonald's? What do you think this is, a Starbucks in 1998? This isn't a rom-com, brother. No one's busting out the laptop at McDiesel's. You go there, you have the brand new chicken Big Mac, you enjoy it, you shit blood in the bathroom, you move on with your day. You don't hammer out work at the Altoona McDiesel's. They're going to find you. They're going to find you. No one works at McDonald's. Find somewhere. Is there a fast food place you could work at? Ooh, let me think about it. No, not even Jack in the Box. And he carries a briefcase. You would think Jack in the Box would be friendly to sort of work. Jack is a corporate tycoon. In fact, thank God they locked up Luigi. Jack might be in trouble. Jack in the Box is the exact sort of person that Luigi Mangione would come after for a few reasons. One, is his for-profit motive helping the health of the American people? As Jack in the Box stock has risen, have Americans gotten healthier from eating at Jack in the Box? No. And he's smug as fuck, carrying a briefcase, being white. Jack in the Box is the whitest CEO in America. Luigi's not going to like that. Plus, Luigi's a McDonald's guy. Plus, he's not using Mama's favorite meatball. These are horrible things. I think Jack is happy that Luigi's off the street. And I would be too if I was Jack. I'm happy he's off the street because no one was going to fuck if he walked free. Okay? Yeah, he had a back problem. Yeah, he had a back problem from doling out back shots. He may have been a very mentally unwell person. I don't mean to glorify that. But we're all doing it online, so we can discuss it. There are a few interesting things about this case that I don't think have been fully covered. Both the shooter and the victim, valedictorians. That's interesting. Score one for being kind of an idiot. Sometimes being smart is not good for you. We've discussed on this program how being an idiot is great for you. We know that. But I guess we haven't fully covered why being smart can be such a problem. You might be so smart that you end up running a large company. And you might be so smart and so good at running that company that you might come up with a few systems, some process improvements, which are your job, that lead to the death of a lot of other people who feel like they're slowly being ground under the boot of a system that doesn't care about them because you did basically implement procedures that did help make the business more profitable, which is your job, but also led to having really like outlandish levels of denial requests and all sorts of things that piss some people off. That's one of the problems with being smart, is sometimes people give you a job and you're like, I'm good at this. And then you end up being too good at the job and then a bunch of people die. And I've never had that issue. I've never had that issue unless someone swerves right into a barricade during this episode, which I don't want anyone to do. And I don't think anyone will do. Okay? Now, Mamma Mia Pizzeria, he was so smart that it seems like, ran into some issues in his life and then started seeking results and ways to fix them, maybe going down deep psychedelic pathways, which can be illuminating and lovely, but also can kind of break your brain and screw up the path that you were on. That's also not great, which is why I think we all just need to calm down and be a little dumber. All right? This whole reading thing, this whole listening to other podcasts thing, I don't think it's good for us. I think we need to create a closed loop in this here group, the 12. Shout out to the 12. And by the way, actually, throw this up. Spotify Wrapped. Now, I want to be fair. We have more than this many listeners, but you cannot make this up. I could not believe it. The amount of people who I was their number one podcast on Spotify was literally 12. What? How do we know everything on this program before it happens? I don't know what sort of retard vortex I'm tapping into, but I think it's the exact right one. This is the exact level that you want to be. We're not too smart here, but we're just smart enough to be dangerous, but in a safe way. We're tapped in. We are cruising. I've always had this analogy. You never want to be like a smart person. Your brain is like a car, right? You're given the keys to a Lamborghini. Well, not everyone can drive a Lamborghini well. You might spin out. You might drive it into a rail. This is why I don't think OnlyFans chicks should be making so much money. They can't be trusted with these cars. They're driving into the sea. They're driving into the Miami Ocean. You can't always handle the car that you're driven. You could get a fucking jalopy and just be posted up, windows down, going 12 miles an hour, cars swerving around you, honking at you your entire life. You don't even care. You're just like, sun's out. That's who you want to be. That's who you want to be. So there is also a conspiracy that no one has touched on. Now, there are a lot of conspiracies that people have touched on. My favorite one, and I'll just cover it briefly for you, involves Pokemon. Because Mr. Mangione, his banner had a Pokemon, a mushroom-based Pokemon, vibes, his back surgery potentially, and then a photo of him thirst trapping, looking absolutely jacked and shrouded, and really well put together for a guy who also eats at McDonald's. But people looked up the Pokedex of this Pokemon. And this is where things really get crazy. This is where it all comes together. Now, I think what happens a lot of times is something crazy happens and everyone starts sleuthing and searching for data, and then we go absolutely insane in doing that. But sometimes you look at it and you go, wow, that's a little interesting. Well, that's a little interesting. Here we have it. We have Breloom's Pokedex number is 286. Breloom is the Pokemon on there. Shout out to Pokemon. Proverbs 28-6 reads, better is a poor man who walks in his integrity than a rich man who is crooked in his ways. He also has only 286 posts on his X. Finally, the denial code for 286, as far as insurance goes, is when the appeal time limits for a healthcare claim are not met, which I think is part of the deny, delay, defend, which the bullets were scrawled in. So that's interesting. And his brother, who's a conservative politician, sorry, liberals thirst trapping, looking for a hero, only follows 286 people also on his X. And apparently the Altoona McDonald's is 286 miles from New York. Folks, I don't know what it all means. I just know that the internet has been a really good place to break your brain this week. Look, I think that I think not a lot of people are discussing the fact that Brian Thompson was a Special Olympics co-chair. Could that have something to do with it? As long as we're going to be conspiratorial, that's one of the things. That's one thing that maybe people are saying, look, he's a good person. He was a Special Olympics co-chair, but maybe that's where you really launder the money. If you really want to have filthy money in athletics, what better place to hide it than in the Special Olympics? I'm just asking questions. They're not comfortable questions. They're not good for anybody, but I have to ask them. Okay, because if we're all going to talk about this case, if we want to dive into the intricacies of American healthcare, whether it's okay for this graph to exist, okay, you want to look at United Health Group's graph here of how valuable the stock is, of their market cap, of have people gotten healthier in that timeline? Hey, these are questions that people are asking. Does it make sense for them to be a part of this for-profit system where an actual good CEO does have, first and foremost, a fiduciary responsibility to the shareholders? I don't know. In cases like this, usually I buy stock. That's usually what I would do. Is I would say we need to buy. We gotta buy, because if there's anything I know, the system is not getting cleaned up at all. So you buy now. There might even be a little dip in this. I was trying to compare. Okay, I was trying to compare United Health Group to other stocks. It's not the only stock that has risen like crazy in this time. Other stocks have gone up. Tech stocks have gone up. All sorts of stocks have gone up. I got caught up on something a little interesting, and I didn't know, which is that the fourth most expensive stock in the United States of America, prepare your guesses, is AutoZone. Play the song. That's fucking right, bitch. AutoZone. Now, is it all connected? Why is his Twitter handle Pep Mangione? Is he a Pep boy? I don't want to make too many connections here, but the fact that AutoZone is the fourth most expensive stock in the United States threw me for a loop. Now, some of you know how business works, and you're already mad at me. I understand. It's not just the price of the stock, it's the market cap of the company. They're not the fourth most valuable company in the United States. They end up not splitting their stock a ton. It's just a strategy. They engage in a lot of stock buyback. Sure. Shut the fuck up and let me have this. We are officially in AutoZone podcast because Daddy wants that coin. I want one AutoZone. You fucking asshats are out here buying Bitcoin. Bitcoin's not going to fix my fucking grandma's Tercel. Bitcoin is not fucking real. Get that through your stupid heads. I am sick. Give me some Bitcoin too. I want that fake money. But it is not real. All the promise of what Bitcoin was supposed to be, it doesn't hold a fucking candle to AutoZone. It does not hold a brake pad to AutoZone. You're not in the zone. AutoZone. We're in the zone. The second this podcast makes the amount of one AutoZone, I'm buying one AutoZone. One AutoZone stock. We are riding AutoZone to the fucking top. Yeah, it's not the most valuable. I don't give a fuck. That stock is caviar levels of swag. I want to own an AutoZone. We are a Hunter Biden AutoZone podcast. We are. We don't have to take a stance on Mangione. because we have stances. Hunter Biden, AutoZone. That's what we care about. Crypto, no. Boo. Boo. Don't care. Give me one. Would love to have one. How is crypto at 100K? It's speculation and it's bullshit, and I am only mad because I don't have a ton of it. I have a tiny bit. Okay, I have a tiny bit of it. But we do need to discuss crypto. We have to discuss crypto because the reason that I said this episode has a lot to do with where we are at as America is not just because of Mamma Mia Mangione. It's also because of Hawk Tua spit on that thing. She is a... See, I didn't think she was... I'm going to be honest, I didn't think she had it. Right? I saw the initial meme. It's perfect. She's got the, yeah, you get me? Like, the whole thing was great. I understood the meme. I understood why it went viral. It was sexual in nature. Okay? It was something people liked. It was a procedure, the Hawk Tua spit on that thing, that United Healthcare wouldn't even cover. And she was offering it to the American people. And the people said, I deserve that. My great-grandfather died of dry penis. He did. No one ever spat on that thing. He died in the hospital with a cracked cock, waiting for a nurse from Tennessee to walk in. Wasn't covered, got denied, passed away. It's true. It's a true story. And it's an American story. And it's a story that everyone knows and has experienced and knows someone close to them who has died of a dry penis. Now, that's why I understood it, because I believe that story. Now, that to me was a significant story about American gaps in healthcare. But then she signs with Jake Paul's company, and the decision is made. We are going to make Hawk Tua girl a star. We are going to have a podcast. She's going to have her friend on. She's going to have Mark fucking Cuban on. What happened, Mark? You don't need to do that, Mark. What do they know about you, Mark? What are you doing? Getting that thing spin on is what I think. Yeah, I think that shark's in the tank getting wet. That's what I think. She goes, she has her friend on this podcast. They talk about dumb shit. I mean, it's not her fault. She was given a great opportunity. She's 21. She's now forced to talk in public. And people think it's kind of funny because it doesn't make sense and it's going away. And I thought, you know what? This is, trying to convert on the 15 minutes of fame. I respect it. You got to do it. You get a bunch of people at the beginning. You get to have a smaller career later on. Hey, you're still making decent money. It's better than whatever you were going to do. Just living in a fucking spit mine, lubing up dongs. You don't have to do that. The first person out of her family to make it out of the spit mines, lubing up dongs. I was happy for her. But I thought she doesn't have what it takes to make it in the American system of entertainment. She's not a star, okay? She's just having a moment. She's a satellite. She's orbiting. Is that a good? That's pretty good. That's a decent space joke. Elon Musk, come on the pod. But then this week, it all changed. And I realized she does have what it takes because she executed a crypto rug pull. Okay? Some of you probably know this story already, depending on how online you are. There are different people in this fan base. Some of you watch YouTube. You probably know. Other people have no idea what I'm talking about. That's okay. I'll explain it very briefly, but not in too much depth. She launched a meme coin called Who the Fuck Cares? We're going to call it Hawk Tua Coin. It was something like that. Hawk Dollar or something like that. She launched it. She is fired up. She's fired up. She gets it out there. She's with Jake Paul's people. They're like, let's fucking do it. Now, she gets involved with people who are in the crypto industry to launch this coin. She has no idea what she's doing. She's like, okay, great. Seems like a great way to make some money. And they launch this coin, and it is an absolute disaster. CoffeeZilla, who is a the expert at exposing celebrity crypto scams on YouTube, among other things, notes right away that this is bullshit. You can tell by coin metrics where things are clustered, like whether ownership is all in one place, whether people are locked up and are not allowed to sell, all the main stakeholders. So basically this thing goes live. Most of the coins are centralized in a certain place. People basically sell. A bunch of people make millions of dollars. They're claiming it wasn't them. And all the fans lose tons of money. Millions of dollars just completely stolen from people who thought they were making a real smart investment. And I feel for these people. I do. Because you're smart with your money. You've worked hard. You earned that money. And you see a financial magnate, a Wolf of Wall Street-esque figure like Hawk Tua girl, and you're like, time to get rich. I am riding with this young Warren Buffett ass bitch. It is time to make my money. Now, I do not support people stealing money from their fans, but if you lost your money on the Hawk Tua meme coin, that money was never yours to begin with. And there's a phrase out there: if you love something, set it free. If it was ever yours, one day it might come back to you. And that's what I think this is really all about, is freedom. The freedom to let her scam people immediately. Now, this, I think, has been appropriately damaging. A lot of people are very upset about this. She's a lightning rod. She's something that people talk about. We're doing it right now. And a crypto scam was the perfect arc for this story to go to. You launch the podcast, it starts out hot, numbers are going to dwindle over time. Oh my God, it's happening fast. Crypto rug pull. Now, she speed ran the average career of an internet celebrity. I think it's great. She's just doing it fast. Go viral, start a podcast, that dwindles, crypto rug pull, make the money, whatever. Have people hate you. They're going to hate you anyway. Steal everyone's money. Now, I have been clear on this podcast that there are things that I find to be unethical. And most of the things that I find to be unethical are things that if we were presented with a great opportunity for, we will absolutely do. So I'm telling you now, if you ever see me launch a crypto meme coin, don't buy it. I'm scamming you. Actually, buy it. It's the best crypto coin of all time. One of the best. The reason that Joey Avery's 12 coin is the best coin of all time is because no other coins do what we do, which is the same thing that all cryptocurrencies do, which is maintain the right vibe for long periods of time. And during those long periods of time that in which we will all get rich, which is what money is all of us deciding to get rich together, and that happening always, every time, for the reason of us deciding that it shall be so. And that's why my crypto coin is the same as every other crypto coin. It offers literally nothing to society except for the opportunity to get wealthy. And when we all get wealthy, then we are all rich. And that's why I've partnered with the good people in the crypto industry, of which there are many, and all certainly are, to provide value and gain wealth for all of us. Guys, it's simply not AutoZone, is it? I can't go to Haley Welch's hot trap coin. Is that going to fix my fucking car? Is that going to fix my fucking car? Justice, okay? Justice. This is why we can't have Mamma Mia Mangionis wandering the fucking streets. They're going to start coming after our beloved, benevolent corporate overlords like Haley Hawk Tua Welch. In fact, no. Yes. I've come up with a really good idea. A really good idea indeed. What has happened to Mr. Luigi Mangione? He's obviously in jail. He is allegedly guilty of a crime that could lock him up for some time. We don't know. If it is true, then he grew his eyebrow relatively quick in a couple days, but he's Italian. Anything is possible. That's not the point. The point is that he has had a moment where he has been thrust front and center into the American psyche, where he hit on something so palpable, so bubbling, okay, so important to people, something that people hadn't heard, that not everyone had thought about, that now everyone has a thought about, that we need to discuss, that has jumped to the forefront of the American mind. He has had a viral moment. Now, violently viral, not nearly as good vibes as Ms. Welch's. I don't think, sadly, and this is the real tragedy, I don't think he will be given his own podcast. I'll have to talk to Jake Paul about it. I met him once. But what I do think he could be given, what I do think he should be given, what I do think this is all actually leading up to, is the launch of a fantastic crypto coin. Luigi Mangione's endless breadbasket. Now, hear me out, folks. Tell me this isn't a great idea. He's popular. People want to find a way to support him. People are sick of a healthcare system that they think gets unfair profits while people are sick and dying. People think that maybe what he did, extreme for sure, is something that should showcase the will of the American people. And there is nothing more about the will of the American people than voting with your dollar, which is why we created Luigi Mangione's endless breadstick pasta pie of crypto. And the proceeds of it will go to people who are struggling with health care bills. The problem is, as with every crypto, the proceeds are roughly 1% of the entire, shall we say, pizza pie. And when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, I'm taking 98% of it because it was my idea. I'm going to let Mangione have 1% of it, and then 1% of it will go to the people who need help with healthcare or whatever. But baby, it's a crypto coin, okay? We're going to pretend it has a use. It does not have a use, and then we will make money. And eventually, maybe we do a little rug Pollington like Miss Haley Welch. It's just an idea. Is it a good idea? Well, of course it's a fucking good idea. It's mine. It's one of the best ideas you've heard all week. Be honest. Everyone is listening to everyone has seen this, saying that, oh my God, yeah, he's hot. Yeah, Italian joke. I would never engage in Italian jokes on a program like this. I wouldn't do it. I am here to provide solutions because I think, as always, everybody's right. Everybody's right. You know, again, a man lost his life. I don't love that. He's got a family. That's not great. People have lost their lives based on strategies that he implemented. I don't like that either. That's not great. Luigi Mangione's in there. Everyone wants to clap his cheeks. He can't. Well, sorry. I said that backwards because I was not making that sort of jail joke. I think they'll like him in there. I think in a good way. I think he'll be fine. This is not the point. That would be bad for his back. This is not the point. Everyone wants to fuck him. No one can fuck him. What you can do, help him out. Buy a crypto coin. Do I need him to even sign on? Can I just launch this coin? I gotta text my friend. I have a friend of mine who works in crypto. I'll text him right now. Quick question for a podcast. Can I start a Luigi Mangione coin without him being involved? We're gonna find out from the only good person in the industry. I know the only good person in the industry. But he hasn't given me a Bitcoin. Give me a coin. Give me that fake money that's making so much money for no reason. It's just a new speculative stock, which, you know what? Fine. Have it. Am I bitter? Yeah. Dude, I'm a competitor. I only want to win. Hasn't this been clear forever? I did say that crypto is usually engaged in by the worst people on planet Earth, and I do want to make one exception, okay? I want to make one exception, which is the government of Bhutan. I didn't realize this. The government of Bhutan, which is how we call them, they have like 11,688 coins. They have in the past decided to do massive sell-offs at certain points, liquidate, get money in other things. They have caused crashes. They are such a big part of the crypto game. And they haven't just gathered their crypto through seizure like other governments. These motherfuckers are out here mining. Now, that's interesting to me because I didn't know Bhutan existed until yesterday when I was looking up crypto things for this show. Now, first of all, Bhutan looks lovely. Beautiful. I mean, I'll throw up a photo of, look at this fucking Wuhan, Bhutan. Look at this friggin' palace built into a hill. I got a little skeptical looking at, because I was like, well, maybe I want to go to Bhutan. This is how, when I see something that I've never seen, I go, I need to go there. And I won't go there. Of course I'm not going to go there. I barely, I'm not going to do that. Come on. That looks difficult. I might go. That looks kind of nice. So Bhutan here, it's near Tibet. It's near Nepal. It's near Bangladesh. Okay, it's kind of a little China-India sandwich right there. Mix of flavors, if you will. It didn't have internet until they didn't allow TV or internet for the population until 1999. And now they're like a controller of crypto. This is the energy I want to see out of the crypto community. I don't need to see another idiot douche just turned guy who moved to Miami pretending that he knows something and just winning for no fucking reason. I need my beautiful, beautiful, sweet Buddhist monks, okay, in Bhutan mining and getting crypto. This is who I support. Who is this? Hey, fuck. They already did, and it passed 50. Okay, well, fuck me. They already did a Luigi Mangione. They already did a Luigi Mangione meme coin, and it passed 50 million market cap.
Fi wireless subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
Okay, well, he didn't pick up. Luigi Mangione coin already exists, and is it doing better than Haley Welch's coin? Luigi Mangione crypto coin. We got to find out right now. Luigi, oh, fucking Christ! I'm an idiot because I'm so smart that I'm saying it on the podcast, but I'm such an idiot that I didn't just make the coin. Value of Luigi Mangione meme coin soar as he faces murder charges. Obviously, one coin reached market cap of over 76 million. Cryptocurrency, this already happened? Cryptocurrency enthusiasts are spending millions of dollars trading meme coins themed around Luigi Mangione's shooting. Many of the coins listed on crypto sites like pump.fun, sounds like a different website, sport supportive names like Free Luigi Mangione or Justice for Luigi. One such coin, simply named Luigi, launched on Monday, the same day he was charged, it briefly achieved a market cap of more than 76 million. So what's Haley Welch's at? Hawk Tua coin current value. Oh, dear me. So we've launched, the Luigi Mangione coin has launched and is doing really well. So we're screwed on that. It's beating the Hawk Tua coin. And I just think that crypto's been a good idea for everybody. It's been a good idea for everybody. This is how the free market was supposed to work. You know, there was a time when it was like, hey, our company sells this many beaver hats for this many rocks or whatever the fuck, and this helped them get more public funding. And now it's just a clout-based system. And that's good. It's going to be good when we here at the 12 have clout and have our own coin. Shout out to the 12. Shout out to Hunter. Shout out to the 12 fans on Spotify. We got more show coming up for you. We're not done yet, folks. We'll discuss the manifesto a little bit. We have a little bit of football to get to. We have a little bit of Christmas to get to. We are a holiday podcast. We are a known holiday podcast. We also are a podcast that doesn't make money. So what does is coming on out to a live show, joeyavery.com/live, San Jose. Please get your tickets if you want to come to that one, December 18th. In the new year, we launch with Philly. We go to Austin. We go to Atlanta. We go to Nashville. We go to Minneapolis. That's just January, and we got tons more stuff coming up. We've got Calgary, Irvine, Eugene, many more places on the horizon. Excited to get back out there. Excited to see you guys. Got some fun new material. We also have our lovely, lovely merch right behind me. Avery Industries, we got the black cap, we got the white cap, we got the market cap. I did a merch drop. I should have done a fucking meme coin. I'm an idiot. Well, I guess you can buy the merch and just have an actual product. I am so behind in the times right now. I am so behind in the times. But you know what? I am happy about that because I don't want that CEO smoke right now. Okay? We don't need that. I'm the CEO of this company, all right? No one's coming for me. Okay, final things here on this topic before we move on to some other things. I just thought there was a really relatable moment here in Mr. Mangioni's manifesto here where he goes, no, the reality is these indecipherable have simply gotten too powerful, and they continue to abuse our country for immense profit because the American public has allowed them to get away with it. Obviously, the problem is more complex, but I do not have space, and frankly, I do not pretend to be the most qualified person to lay out the full argument. Well, I don't know. If you're not... Look, I get the defense. I do this a lot. This is the comic defense. You talk about something and then you go, hey, I'm just the fucking idiot. I'm just a comedian. What do I know? I'm not the expert. Don't get mad at me. I get that. And if I was writing if I was writing my feelings about something, I'd be like, hey, let's be real. A lot of gray area here. Pretty complex problem. I'm not the expert. I'm just making some points that I think are valid. That might go out the window when you decide to murder someone. That would be my thought. I think that's a fair, constructive criticism. That if you're like, hey, who am I? I'm just a fella. I'm not an expert here. Maybe you don't 3D print a gun with a silencer and murk a dude walking in the street. If you're just interested in exploring the gray area a little more, I would suggest a podcast or a meme coin. I think he might have the best of both worlds because he is already involved in meme coins, but he doesn't actually have to be on the calls and the Twitter spaces. They get very exhausting. Haley Welch had an issue. She was on a Twitter space for her coin, and there was a large conversation about how the coin was a scam and how people lost money and how, according to experts on the topic like CoffeeZilla, you can prove that it was a bad launch and a bad coin. And Haley hopped in with this gem, which is one of my favorite things I've seen all.
So I'm sort of curious, not for the token price itself, but just in terms of the fact that there's fees that are being generated, there's an actual
Hey
source
guys,
of income.
I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Hello there. But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay. I guess we're talking over here.
Can you
The guy who's on her team who is just like, what? We are in a complete dumpster fire. Okay, guys. Anywho, I'm going to go to bed. She sounds like a Disney character. I'm going to go to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Unbelievable and awesome. And this is where I got some insight where I'm like, I get it. She did not want this. She was told by her team it's a good idea. It ends up being a bad idea. She's like, what the fuck? I'm not the expert here. Now, she profited off of it, so it is what it is. But sometimes you're on a corporate call and you're like, I don't want to. I'm a podcaster. I spit on dicks. I'm going to bed. She did not see anyone tomorrow. We have not seen her since then. She has disappeared since then. One of the guys on her team, I think, exposed a really interesting illumination into people in the crypto world. Let's see.
We don't want you in the community. Let's be real, right? You're not great people. I don't know y'all, right? I see some friendly faces in this audience.
He's having a meltdown.
I'm going to say y'all, you guys, right? There's a lot of negativity in the space. I think crypto brings the mentally ill into this thing, right? If you guys are in crypto, you're most likely mentally ill. And I'm going to count myself as mentally ill for even being here right now. We're trying to actually have fun. We're trying to do something cool. We're trying to give meme tokens away for free to people who have never had any crypto before, any meme token. And you guys should be kissing my ass because I'm trying to do something dope.
Yeah. All right. I mean, the Twitter Spaces for this was so good. Now, I got to keep you guys. This is live, and this is why I want you guys to be involved here. Okay. My friend is showing me the market cap for these Luigi coins. There are many, and a lot of them are doing well. And he is encouraging me and telling me that that we can make a Joey coin. Let's fucking do it. I told you on this episode, if I make a Joey coin, never buy it. I think that's the argument to make here. We are going to make the first completely transparent crypto coin called Joey Coin. I think we actually do this. We do no rug pulling. We just buy it. We diamond hands it. All 12 of us. This coin will not be worth shit. So you buy it now. I don't know how cheap we can make it. If we can make a Joey coin for like $4 and just make a limited run of them, and everyone who listens to the podcast now can afford one, but maybe it's actually worth something in 10 years, maybe we get in the fucking crypto game. I'll tell you this. I think I've changed my mind on this entire episode. We are getting into the crypto game. We are crypto magnates. And look, I'm not an expert, nor do I pretend to be the most qualified person on this topic. But I think I make some great points. Like Mr. Mangione said, and we're going into crypto. We're going into crypto, baby. Crypto time. Daddy needs a Lambo. If I get rich off crypto, I promise, and this is Scout's honor, I will not spend one red penny of that in a classy way. It will all be trash. It will all be trash. We are getting mountains of coke. We're going to Miami, and we're getting a Lambo, baby. Come on. Let's have fun with this. I'll explore this. All right? Maybe this was the most valuable episode I've ever done. Oh, most podcasters have a Patreon where they put out an extra episode. What do we have? Generational wealth. That's nice. You want to buy a house later? Yeah. Well, either your parents have to die or you're going to have to buy some Joey coin. That's my pitch. It's the only relevant financial instrument left in the United States system that is going to get you where you need to go, which is both quick and rich and not a scheme. We'll see. Moving on from crypto, I know it's been a very crypto. I mean, this has been a business podcast, and you're welcome for the free business advice. As always, this is investment advice. This is not. This is not a fucking ad. No one's paying me shit. What else do we want to talk about? Let's talk about Christmas. You might notice, you might have been watching this entire episode. A little tree back there, brother. A tree back there. I feel like I figured something. I mean, I've known this as you get older, but it's like Christmas growing up is this lovely concept where it's like, oh my God, it's magic. It's magic. And everyone makes the magic for you, and you see the magic and you experience the magic, and it's this beautiful thing. And it's this thing that you'll never fully experience ever again. As you get older, you try to hang on to that magic, get excited for the gifts and going down and whatever. And then you just kind of realize at some point you're not a child anymore. I'm 33. I promise I realized this a while ago. But what I have been realizing recently, because I get festive. I like to go to Christmas parties, do a little bit of lights, a little bit of this, but I never put a bunch of ass into it because I'm like, look, I got things going on. I'm a crypto magnate. But what I have realized as you get older is that Christmas is about the effort you put in to make the magic for other people. That's why it's the spirit, the season of giving. You know, I always thought it was just a season for me to be fat and sick for a fucking month and be pissed about it. Okay, but I like lighting enough that that's fine. It comes out in the wash for me. I enjoy it. But I was walking home from a bar the other day. I was a little tuned up. Went to Hanlan's. Split the G a couple of times. And I was walking out, and there were just Christmas trees sitting there chilling in the fucking sidewalk. And I was like, oh my God, Daddy needs a tree. How much is that tiny tree? $30? $30? That's the steal of the fucking century. I know I'm being a little menorah about it, but that's not the point. I got this. I walked home with this tree. We haven't gotten lights for it yet. We will get lights. We only have 2 ornaments that our friend was actually wearing as earrings and she got sick of them. But now we have 2 ornaments. So we're working our way up. I was walking through New York City. I was getting eye-fucked like I was Luigi Mangione. I was walking. Something about a festive man apparently fires the bitches up. Because I was walking through holding that tree and I was getting, yeah, damn. I was getting them Santa Claus elevator eyes. It was nice. And so I've realized the point of Christmas now, it is not the build up to the day, because it was always about the build up to the day. You got the advent calendar. Oh my God, it's almost Christmas. Now it's about everything that happens before the day. I'm as excited now as I will be on Christmas, because now on Christmas you have the obligation. Now it's about the season. So I'm trying to get into the whole thing, trying to watch movies and I might watch Santa Claus. I haven't seen it in a while. As far as I can remember, the Santa Claus movie is just kind of like what if it would be like if a guy got pregnant and didn't know. All of a sudden, he's like, I'm gaining weight. Oh my God, I got cankles now. I'm eating too much. Working out's harder. What's happening? I care about other people now. I care about children. I have a soul and a feeling, and I care more about this than my job. What if a man got pregnant? And maybe that's what Christmas is all about. I think it kind of is. It's Jesus' birthday. Who impregnated her? A miracle pregnancy. So, you know, Christians, maybe a man can get pregnant. Maybe that's what it's all about. I'm just saying we're getting into the seasonal spirit now, okay? We're going to enjoy it. This Christmas. We're going to enjoy it. We're going to sing. We're going to be merry. We're going to watch football because I'm glad that football has decided to take over every holiday season. It's kind of nice. It is kind of nice to have the game on when you're at home, when you're chilling, cooking, whatever you're doing. It's nice to have the game on. Now, I realize I didn't cover, I'll do this one very briefly. For a while here on this podcast, we would do the How Wet is Dave Canales' Penis about to get ratings, and I have my happiest report yet. I think Dave is in the free and clear. Bryce Young looks good now. The Panthers have officially been upgraded to a fun and frisky team. They're in a one-score game with the Eagles they easily could have won. They're in a one-score game with the Chiefs they easily could have won. Bryce Young's starting to look good, starting to show some of those late-game heroics that he used to. We covered the Dave Canales story because we were worried about him. We thought he was going to have a sexual relapse because he was going through a lot of stress because he was in a bad situation. We are grateful to report a Christmas miracle. Dave, his marriage, his PP, his quarterback, everyone's in a good place. So I'm happy for him. I wanted to provide a happy little Christmas update. Another happy little Christmas update. As we know here on this program, I am a Michigan Wolverines fan. It's the only non-Bay Area team I'm a fan of, and they delivered a Thanksgiving miracle. Some of you might not care. I understand. I'll tell you why you should. They beat Ohio State. They were 3-touchdown underdogs. It was not our year. We won the national title last year. We're still technically national champions. We were not supposed to win. We win for the 4th straight year in a row. And it was such a beautiful thing because it showed why college football is great, which is namely that if you don't fuck with someone, and I said this on my Instagram, if you just have an op and you dunk on your op, it makes everything feel better. We are happy as Michigan fans this year. This still is a successful year. Down year, we still won when we weren't supposed to win. At your stadium, this is something that only feels this good in college football, and that's why it's great. The history of intense rivalries. Everything can be going bad. You beat your fucking op even when you're not supposed to. It feels damn good. We beat our op so bad that some pussy-ass bitch of an Ohio senator or something, I'm not even going to look up his stupid little bitch-made title or his name. We don't name children on this podcast. But some bitch-ass bitch of a senator proposed some law that makes it specifically illegal to plant a flag at the center specifically of the Ohio State Buckeyes football field. Oh, sweetheart. That is the wackest shit you could possibly do. That is Drake suing Kendrick over streams. You know what? You had a way to enforce that. It's with your boys on the field. Making it a felony to plant a flag, don't make it so fucking easy to plant a flag. We did that without a quarterback. You bitch-made ass little hoe. I'm going to use my power. Shut up, Karen. You make me embarrassed to be white. That is some disgusting, white privileged Karen ass behavior. I'm going to use my suit and tie to make it illegal. Shut up, bitch. You little small nincompoop. You know what? People will make the very fair point. I had nothing to do with that. I didn't go to Michigan. My father did. Shout out to Grandpa. Go Blue. I didn't play for the team. I barely even played football. I didn't have anything to do with it. That's fine. Neither did you, Senator Bitchmaid. That is the saddest thing I have seen almost in the history of sports viewing. 4 years, you lose. You want to protect your football team with a law? What in the Remember the Titans is this? I bet if you had an all-white team, you'd be trying to make a law saying, them boys can't come play on our field. You're a pussy and you're a racist. And I should definitely check what race this guy is. But let me tell you, I think I have a clue. Let's look this up. Ohio State flag law. Let's look at this. Let's look at who this person is. Ohio lawmaker. Let's find out who it is. I'm not even going to say the name, but I want to make sure. I will say State Rep Josh Williams, a Republican. Josh Williams, Republican. Well, folks, that guy is black. So that really, well, you're still a pussy, all right? But I ended up being wrong about that. But that's why I do research during the podcast instead of before it. Well, sir, that was very Karen of you. I just want to say that, Josh Williams, you pussy ass bitch. But I'm not going to call you a racist white person. But I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Thank you guys very much for listening to the program. I hope you have a lovely holiday season. we'll still be here with you. We'll be here next week. And, of course, once again, reminder, next week, San Jose Improv. If you're in the area, please come out to that show. Get those tickets now. Those will sell out. I love you guys very much. Mamma mia. Have a good night.
That is a spicy meatball. What's the matter, you? It is a meatball. Yo, pasta for you. When a blue moon hits your eye like a pizza pie.